A little introduction. I passed out from my high school in May 2024. That was last year, and currently I am in my gap year. Throughout my school life, I was the intelligent one in my class and my school, always the top of the class, an active participant in school programs, and a well behaved student. I checked every box you had for being a good student, but I had to learn the hard way that being good at school does not equate to being good at life. Here are the things I have learned in my high school that may help you. The first topic I wish to touch are grades. They matter. I don't want to misguide you, but grades matter a lot. Somewhere, at least in my scenario, they were deciding how others treat me. Maintaining good grades got me a lot of opportunities in my high school, some of which I would not have even crossed path with if it were not for being a good student. I was in the good books of teachers because of that, and that did allow me certain perks. It may sound a little harsh, but at the end of the day, most of the school favors those who are good at academics, whether it's the teachers, the principal, or even your classmates. However, there is another aspect to this. I did not have anyone to tell me this, but please learn from my mistakes. You will be known for your grades, and that is a double edged sword. You will find it very hard to maintain genuine friendships with people, not because you are busy studying, but because they get jealous. I have maintained a fairly good circle throughout my school life, and I can count the number of students who are not bad mouthing me for getting better grades than them. Then again, you may be surrounded by people who really actually wish for you to grow. But for a lot of us, including me, that was not the scenario. Another point I wish to add on to here is for those who have been the good student, who have always prioritized their studies, sacrificed their relations for it, you, my love, are going to burn yourself out. There has to be a part of your identity, of your personality, that does not identify herself by her grades. Trust me, I've been down that road and it does not end well. I don't care what you choose to be, a daughter, a friend, a writer, a dancer, gardener, singer, influencer, or in the process of discovering yourself. You have to have a place where you can turn and find peace. Be clear, grades matter, but not at the cost of your peace. We've all heard that actions have consequences, but we, especially as students, have something personal against this line. It may appear to you that pulling all-nighters, overloading on caffeine, and sitting for hours on the desk are not doing much at the moment, but dear, it will catch up. You neglecting your health is one of the biggest mistakes you can make. Make it a priority to move your body. Now I know how hectic schedules can get, but your health is far more valuable than the upcoming test. It may sound rubbish, but it is better to accept it than finding it out for yourself. It does not have to be a full-blown gym session. A simple walk or even stretching will suffice. Now excuse me for my language here, but high school can get bloody messy. I have been through situations where I literally wanted to throw up at the audacity of certain people. What you must drill into this precious mind of yours is that there will always be people like this everywhere. However, you will always refuse to fall down to their level. I am not advising you to accept the situation as it is. If you wish to give it back to them, do so, but with class. It is important to maintain your peace, especially when others are trying to pull you down. Your mother has probably already told you this, but the kind of company you keep has a huge impact on your life. This is going to be a little controversial, but if you cannot be in the presence of people who are happy for your success, learn to either cut them off or stop their noise from disturbing your focus and peace. One of the things I was not prepared for was feeling dumb. You are going to feel dumb. I have never felt dumber in my life except when I was in high school and trying to figure things out. Even after that, when I was preparing for a competitive exam. It is a part of the process, and although I was embarrassed at that time, over the period of my preparation, I realized And had I not raised my hand to ask the question or even to tell the wrong answer, I would not have learnt it to my level of satisfaction. Feel dumb, maybe even embarrassed, but under no circumstances let it stop you from growing. Failures are important. You do not realize their worth unless you face them. If you were like me, the student who was used to being at the top of the class, was used to being a winner, it is going to hit you much harder. The best lesson my failure taught me was the ability to trust myself. Had I not crumbled down to the very last point, I never would have realized my strength. I am not saying you need to fail in order to learn. Rather, if you fail, learn from it. People are not lying when they say that failure is the best teacher. The pressure we face in high school is insane. From tests, exams, friends, family, teachers, everything seems to fall apart. It is like that for majority of us. It never gets easier. However, you get tougher. Learn to believe in yourself. Nowadays, I have seen this and also fallen prey to it, but the self-deprecating humor is pretty popular. Oh, I am not good at math. I never score good in English. I suck at talking to people. Take my advice and stay away from this kind of humor. And actively avoid using such language when describing yourself or others for the matter. The way we talk to ourselves make a huge impact. You continue to feed yourself such negativity, you will continue to remain in a miserable position. It is those who try to become better, even after facing failure, who grow. Like every other phase of life, this one too will not come back. Make the most of it. I know some of us wish to prioritize studies, some friendships, and some wish to balance both. There are also some of us who are still figuring things out, and there is nothing wrong with either one of them. Enjoy this time, make memories, learn, be respectful, and have an unwavering faith in your abilities. In my understanding, this time period is very crucial. This is the time when we start to explore ourselves, start making choices for our lives, and begin to trust ourselves. Things are going to get tough, things are going to get messy, but please believe in yourself that you will be able to sort things out. No one was born perfect, and even those whom we feel like are the most perfect people we've met, they had to learn somewhere too. And promise to yourself that you will learn too. That is the best advice I can give you. On a lighter note, pick one hobby. Hobbies tend to make things more enjoyable and also help relieve stress. At this time, you do really need it. It does not have to be anything fancy. Anything you enjoy will do the trick. And thank you very much for staying so far. Hope you have a wonderful day.